So she had sex with you the first time she saw you. It
Yes.
says she doesn't have sex with any other clients, but you're unsure.
She said with just about all she doesn't.
With just about all.
Yeah,
so
she said like 99% of the time she doesn't do that. So I'm like, well, what's the 1%?
Yeah.
That's not just me only.
Yeah,
so that's what made me pause. And so she, like, we've gone on dates. We've, had time together, spent time together. We both love each other and care about each other. But she won't be my girlfriend until she's completely out of the business, because she doesn't find it fair to me or anyone she would date that she's doing that for a living and they're being loyal and faithful to her. How can she expect somebody to be loyal to her if she's doing that for a living? So at least, she's mature in that aspect.
Right.
But to me, it's still not, it's not, which is a reason, obviously, why I want her out also.
Right, because you want a relationship.
Right, and I want her to myself only, naturally,
Right.
like every other man or woman would want.
Naturally. So until she's out of the
Field.
field she's in, she won't date anyone, including you, even if she
Correct.
loves you.
Right.
Because she thinks it's not fair.
Right.
And you would prefer her not to be in the field and be in a relationship with her.
Of course.
Would you be in a relationship with her? Would you call her your girlfriend if she was still in the field?
No.
No.
I won't date her while she's in the field. No.
So both of you agree on that aspect.
Yeah, she needs to be out of it, because there's no way I could do that, because
Understandable. Does she love you enough where she does want to get out of the field? I understand she has.
she does want to get out of the field. She said that a number of times to me, but she feels like, but where else am I going to go? And, doing a little research, I can understand their point of view, because, okay, if they work at a Walmart or
Right.
a convenience store or a store like that or whatever, and they're going to make $100 a day before taxes, where they're in this field and they make $500 a day cash, or $1,000 a day cash, or $1,500 a day cash.
It's different.
You could see which way a person's going to lean. I mean,
yeah, it's a big money gap. It's a big money jump
Of
going
course.
from like 100 to 1,000. That's a big
right.
pay.
And if you have
and you
bills
wanna-
and a kid or two kids, and it's on
wanna-
you, you're not going to be able to survive on $100.
a day.
But doing that, even if it's only 1 day a week or 2 days a week,
You're still
say it's 1 day a
making-
week and you bring home 1,000,
That's more than
100,
working
more than a whole week
Yeah.
at a job where you're going to bring home 400, 500. So you could see why, the point of view of anybody in that industry is the money, naturally.
Now, what type of jobs have you suggested for her to get into instead of the field she's in?
Well, I talked about going to the school that she's going to now. What about taking that and going, into that field? And she said, well, she has to graduate first, so it takes time for her to get through school, graduate, and then find the job.
Right, it's very tough.
So-
You have to.
Right.
You can't get a job unless you graduate.
Of
now,
course.
And until you, so while you're in school, you really can't.
So right now, I can't, like if I said work in a doctor's office, again,
it's
$400 a week.
It's $10,
Dentist
$12 an hour.
office,
It's not,
$500 a week. So to get to that level of money,
Right.
it's kind of hard. You're kind of limited on what you can find without a college degree or some kind of trade background.
Now, have you offered other jobs like, say, bartending? Because bartenders make $300 to $500 a night. So
Yes.
it's not 1,000, it's 500, but that's one night. It's
Yes,
better than $100
I have offered
a
her
day.
that, but she says it's hard to do that because you have to work at night,
Right.
and she has a child at home. So, how is she gonna? If she gets a babysitter who could stay late into the night,
Right.
that takes some of the money away from the bartending. But is she gonna make the same in bartending as that? And
When does
it's
she?
difficult.
When does she work at her current job? At night? During the day?
She
'Cause
she
usually that
works
fields
she
are
works
late in the night.
in the afternoon and into the evening a bit,
Okay, so it's like a 12 to 8 type of
something like
thing?
that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about being a waitress?
She's not going to make the money.
Right.
That's
she's not.
the.
That's
See, I keep coming back there because I know that's what she's going to say to
Right,
me.
it's the
What
money.
about a waitress? I'm not going to make the money. What about a bartender? I'm not going to make the money. I mean, maybe kind of
It's
close.
not going to be $1,000 a day,
Oh, well, a
but
week, yes.
A week.
Or whatever.
if she's working one day a week making 1,000, she would have to work, let's say, 2 to 3 days a week to make 1,000. So yeah,
Possibly.
it's more time.
Right.
But all right.
So, that's what it's always going to come back to for her. I need the money because I have bills.
Right.
So, and then the more I push it, then I'm going to start to hear from her. well, you met me here, you know this is where I was. It's not like we met somewhere else and all of a sudden I said to you, hey, I do this. Then you're gonna
Understandable.
flip.
Understandable. Now, does she get help from the child's parent?
No,
No?
no,
He's not existent in the
Nope.
life?
no,
Okay. So then it is a burden it's all on her. She can't.
exactly.
Does she get assistance from
She
state
gets
or
state
federal?
assistance for, not money, but I think for, medical insurance.
Okay.
Only. I think that's the
Okay.
only thing she has from the state.
So at least that's a help. That helps knock
Yeah,
out doctors
that helps
and medical
get
bills and
insurance, of
prescriptions,
course.
which is
Big,
big. It's very
especially
much
with a
needed.
kid.
Kids get sick all the time.
Absolutely.
Constantly need doctors to be on them. So what do you feel you want to do talking to her about getting out of the field?
We've talked about it, numerous times. She always says, but she has, what else is she gonna do? Unless I can financially support her and say, listen, you don't have to work anymore. Here's $20,000 to cover your bills for X number to point in time, or here's $1,000 a week or whatever. Here's your rent, here's your this, here's your that. Unless I'm doing that, it's gonna be difficult for me to say, all right, stop working here. And then if you draw that line in the sand, especially with a woman, if you draw that line in the sand and say, well, it's either the job or it's me,
They go with
they're going with
the job.
the opposite no matter what it is,
Right.
because you corner a woman, they're like, no, that's just how women are,
Right. Understand.
regardless if it's the right option or wrong option for them. Just like giving a woman that hard line is usually wrong.
So you're having this relationship issue with this woman. You don't want her to work in the field she's in. She won't leave because of the money. You two have talked about it. Still not going.
Mm-hmm.
What if you guys talk again? When was the last time you guys did talk about it?
Just yesterday.
Okay. So what if you give it about a month, 4 to 6 weeks, see how it goes, and then bring it up again, but bring up other options or other reasons that it bothers you, and then see how that goes.
Yeah, I can do
That way, it's not pushing it too far, but
Right,
it's
and that's
not
basically what I've been doing, is every so often say a little
Okay.
something and just a little bit more to a certain point and kind of, okay, and then I, settle back.
So then maybe take that as a plan, see if that
Yeah.
works. See,
Yeah.
it's another step forward.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to do.
Well, it was very nice meeting
It was
you,
nice
Mr.
meeting you
Steele.
too.
Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.
Absolutely, thank you
Have
very
a great
much.
day.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.